Welcome. I had a few requests of people asking about vibrato. There are some good videos already available on YouTube, but I figured I'd just add my approach to the mix just for fun. I'm going to use my tenor today. The vibrato is quite simple. It's going to be very easy for me to explain this to you. So, first of all, I'm going to just kind of mention where it's used. In jazz music, it's not necessary when we're playing. Usually at the end of phrases, like you just heard there, I pretty much kept a straight tone, and at the end I would throw in a little bit of vibrato for color. But I'm not playing it on all my notes. Now if we're talking more classical music, you should definitely have some vibrato at your disposal because you will be playing it the majority of the time. If you're in an ensemble and you're matching a clarinet or a French horn, you probably won't be doing vibrato, but if you're playing any solo rep, then you need to be used to that. A very steady, constant vibrato. So that's kind of where you use it. Let's just get down to it. Basically, it's just a yaw-yaw motion with your jaw. Unlike flute or some other instruments, you're not using your breath or your diaphragm. No, you're not using that. You're not using your throat. Nothing's happening in here. You just have a steady stream of air, and you're just going yaw, yaw, yaw. So I'm going to just give you a random note, and then straight tone, and then very slowly and very exaggerated, I'm going to do that yaw, yaw motion and see if you can see what I'm doing here. Sorry, I hope you can see something with that. I'm really exaggerating it. Of course, you're never going to be doing vibrato that wide, but that's the general idea. You're supporting all around the embouchure, and then just here you're just dropping your jaw. A few variables about vibrato. You want to have varying speeds to build in your phrases, so you're not always going to be doing the same speed all the time. It's better like if you're building a phrase. See how that really has a nice musical effect. Another thing you can do is listen to some string players. They're a really great model because when they're playing, they don't just saw away at the note most of the time. They're playing a note, and you can see that if you see some close-ups of a cello player or a violin player, you can see that their fingers are creating vibrato through most of their sound. It's really as simple as that. There's a few variables like if you go higher in the range, you want the vibrato to get thinner. If you go lower, you want it to be wider just to fill in the space. I like to draw a picture for people where if you have a crescendo, then the vibrato is smaller and then it gets bigger as you're crescendoing, and likewise for a decrescendo, wider going to thinner. Back in the old days, we used to have phone books and I would take a page of the phone book and read the number. So on my how-to or my warm-up video, there's some exercises where you set the metronome at a consistent tempo, and then you fill in within each beat a number in front of you. So you could take your cell phone and look at a friend's number and then try to fit that many vibrations in the beat, just to build some flexibility and variability in the way that you use your vibrato. So for example, 1, 2, we're gonna go that tempo. Listen to me putting a bunch of different amount of beats inside each metronome beat. It's as simple as that. Use your jaw in a yaw-yaw motion. As you get more used to incorporating vibrato, try to be very aware of how big it is, because of the way we do it, we tend to have wide vibrato sometimes when it's not appropriate. So just be really careful, listen to yourself, and that's pretty much it.